Why, the pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late? I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield that you are too kind.
So, Zhongli, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last.
However,
I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are...
huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use... Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo
An astute observation, Paimon. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight...
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Let's go travel. Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed...
See? Paimon knew he...
However, there is no need. The streets of Liu will be bustling with visitors. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an...
We're heading out. Enjoy... Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe? That was scary. Well, greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. Whoa. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head just now. I was so mesmerized by the waterfall.
It's all right, Mr. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall. Next time you're exploring it, as long as you watch your step. Accidents like...
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only now. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon! You're welcome. So tasty. If only having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try as for Fontaine's cooking, though.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job.
Iridescence tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my...
Oh, I love we want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped, they say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow!
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day, but then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I have made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt, so I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and a friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction... Right? You get it.
Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Don't worry, Yao-Yao. And anyway, you only got scammed if...
Actually, to express my gratitude,
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I don't know very many people, so if you've been scammed, they'll help you get your mark.
But you've already helped me so much.
I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job.
One with nature. Follow the wind.
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer
Well, we are here during Lantern Ride after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have... It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks...
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Hey, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends.
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for...
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've...
Is that right? So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a...
A Lantern Rite Music Festival?
No, I'm actually...
Oh, so no Lantern Rite Music Fest?
I mean, hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now...
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And there's... that's right. Miss Kuching and Miss Ningguang can make any...
You mean...
This is the perfect opportunity. Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion. That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some... My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able...
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit...
If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else...
Wow! There's that rock and roll...
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so...
Are you kidding? Guess my shopping time's getting cut. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing...
Okay, I promise I will. You've got this... So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know? Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that. Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere.
I haven't seen you in days, Master. I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest... Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the land...
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on a...
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour.
Master! The Iridescence Tour?
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, you're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is... And so, I look...
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you...
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such...
Oh, well...
Thanks, Madam Ping! We'll see you again soon!
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Qingshan leaves make a great... I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their...
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon... Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be the iridescence. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything.
All very valid points.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of it. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks. Yes, my thoughts. Now I just need to take some time to... As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm Mr. Dvorak. I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to...
Oh, yes, certainly.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has think I'm good at taking care of people. Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo. I'm afraid my backpack's empty now. Apart from Lotus, anything sweet.
Here's what I've drafted.
No, this is excellent.
Perfect. Then... Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping... Not at all. Yao Yao, thank you for
Remember to make Okay. I should be... Everyone, I'm sure that the mute...
Thank you, Yao Yao.
We should go get...
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will...
Yay! That's awesome!
Please. The Qixing have a duty to do. On a more personal note, I am an avid... As such, it is my
Thank you so much, Kuchi. I'd become quite never in my... Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a...
Yes! Our music man's fun!
Yes, indeed. For a musician. Oh,
Ganyu?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in...
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like. Don't worry about me.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial... To tell you the truth, I know how important your quest...
Did you say the Adept? Are you telling me all the rumors...
You bet they're real! Trying to try...
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to... But if it's a person you're looking...
I see.
Yes.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. And how's your workload at the moment?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't... Even for someone...
Some of it does...
Be it but 3 moons from this...
In that case...
All right.
If you have the time, would you join me for this? You're well known to many of the Adept, okay? Then let's meet back here and...
What's this space, Mr.
You're all so...
Just think. Imagine if we found it'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly...
You're right. Okay.
We should probably get going.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Time to go.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of... I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating, but I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity.
I understand. In that case,
Yeah, Kuching. You're busy enough as it is. There's a ton. Leave it to us. Don't worry.
With the Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang.
Will do. And say
you have my thanks, too. Stay safe and come back as soon as...
Good luck.
Time to go.
Byron said this strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything.
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's...
Yeon! How'd you sneak up on us like that?
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should...
One with nature.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. The doors and the windows are all fine, so they're...
Time to go.
This place is completely empty. How strange. It looks like it's been looted. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you...
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what...
Yeon, you didn't hide some of the evidence from...
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on...
Okay, well... Paimon gives up...
What about you? Give up as well? Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound... But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate them. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable. The bandits were eventually brought to justice. But the fear and whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without... The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least the important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using mute. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a... Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically...
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not... Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Their pace has increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch. Come on, let's round.
The wind knows me. A fateful offering. Hey, who are you? Where did you...
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patient...
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not.
You're open! Quiet, curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all, but there's no going back now. Better up my game. You're open!
Busted.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you...
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you.
I won't, I swear. You know, so... Lantern Right's nearly here, and I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with
Wow, you're really going to complain to us?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remember the tune, but they did. It was completely wrong.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some...
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone Does your greed matter more to you than your fear?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
What is it?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. See you when I see you, and happy Lantern Right.
Leon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, whoosh! Random event, although it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again. Right? How could anyone... When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music, and most music is, right? It can help us... Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's music... Well, anyway, now that every...
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ning...
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesy. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both, but you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact once the performance itself is simply put, there will...
Whoa. You're already...
Well, we can discuss more. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a
sea gazer. I believe you're familiar with it. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a on this marvelous lantern rite. We pray that the fallen heroes may be guided. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm sure. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and...
Well, I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find... I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale.